She wasn't asking for help. She was simply trying not to fall. At a freezing bus stop, under a merciless wind, an old dog stood balancing on one injured leg, abandoned, replaced, and forgotten. By the time we arrived, her body had already learned how to live with pain. What it hadn't learned yet, was that someone was finally coming back for her. The wind was unforgiving that day. The kind of wind that cuts through fur and bone, leaving nowhere to hide. We arrived at the bus stop after receiving a message about a small dog who had been living there for weeks. Locals said her leg was injured. They had done what they could, placing a makeshift chair beside her, hoping it might help. But no chair could protect her from the cold. Not from this wind. Not from the loneliness. There she was. A compact little dog, standing carefully, favoring one leg. Each step was hesitant, calculated, as if her body no longer trusted itself. She had learned how to survive pain by moving around it. We had to be careful. One wrong move and she could bolt straight into the road. Fear makes animals fast, even when their bodies are broken. Today, she was not the only one in need. But she was ours now. We gently administered anesthesia. As it took effect, she stood for a moment longer, still trying to balance on that injured leg, still refusing to collapse. Then finally, she lay down. Asleep. Safe for the first time in a long while. We placed her into a carrier and prepared to take her to the vet. That was when we learned the truth. Her owners had abandoned her. They had simply replaced her with another dog. For 2 weeks, she had lived at this bus stop waiting, not knowing that she had already been erased from her former life. Her name, we were told, was Greta. At the clinic, we didn't rush to conclusions. Pain like this often hides deeper damage. We suspected a car accident. The kind of trauma that leaves no obvious wounds but changes everything inside. X-rays were taken. We stood beside the doctor, watching the images come into focus. The diagnosis was clear and devastating. An old pelvic fracture. Long untreated. The joint had deformed over time. That was why she couldn't walk properly. Why some days she limped, and other days she could barely use the leg at all. Surgery was discussed, but surgery carried risks. Rebreaking the pelvis could damage the sciatic nerve, possibly leaving her completely paralyzed. There were other methods, gentler ones. But to choose the right path, we needed to know when the injury had happened. Time mattered. And time had already taken so much from her. As the anesthesia wore off, she began to respond. Her tail wagged faintly whenever we called her name. Not much, just enough to remind us that trust was still alive inside her. Further examination revealed something else. Age. Arthritis. Where that comes not from one accident, but from a lifetime of quiet endurance. The left leg, surprisingly, had no fracture. The right side bore the marks of years lived hard. In the end, we chose the kinder road. No surgery. Treatment for inflammation, bruises, muscle pain. Medication. Rest. Warmth. For once, her body would not be pushed further than it could go. We prepared her paperwork, her medicine, her future, at least the next chapter of it. Yesterday, we rescued an old dog. Today, an old girl. Someone joked that we were building a family. We laughed, but softly. She was given a small gift at the clinic. A token of affection for a gentle soul who had done nothing wrong. She was estimated to be 10 or 11 years old. The muzzle was removed. It had only been there for safety. But she showed no aggression. Only patience. Only quiet acceptance. And then came the twist no one expected. Someone recognized her. She had been here before. Years ago. From a shelter. Her original name was Marta. She had once been skeletal, nothing but bones and skin, her body failing no matter how much she was fed or treated. And yet, here she was now. Older. Heavier. Alive. She had been adopted. Taken away. And somehow, discarded again. We don't yet know who abandoned her. Or why. We will find out. For now, Marta was guided into her hospital box. A cat was relocated to make space. A small reshuffling of lives, quiet, necessary, kind. She hesitated at the doorway. Then stepped inside on her own. Good girl. Food was placed. Water filled. The cold was kept out. Don't be afraid, we told her. You'll rest here. You'll heal here. She curled up, exhausted. Her nose was cold. Her body tired. But this time, she was not alone. And this time, her story was not ending at a bus stop in the wind.